when all alpha backers will be in? Absolutely. They will be in by February. That is the point. That is when the alpha that we had put on our Kickstarter, put on our website, that's when that alpha will begin. From Quick, who wants to work on this game, answer my Facebook messages, Mark. Did you send it? If you sent it to me, I have no idea why I didn't apologize. I mean, I didn't answer, other than I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. Send me a message on our forums, or send a message to support. You'll get an answer, I promise you. Yes, will those who purchase Kickstarter packages with alpha access get in earlier than others? It will mean if we have to do it that way. If we need some subjective criteria like that, that is not related to availability of testing hours, that's not, if we can't tie in the amount of time you can play, if we have to go to tiebreakers, yeah, that's something that's something that we would absolutely consider. Night Hero, so how much time are you really needing the average person to commit? That's the point. That's the beautiful, great question. We are not looking at any specific, it's alpha, any specific time commitment. It's your alpha. Okay, you guys paid for it. So we're going to open the test. If you can make it, great. If you can't, you can't. But that's why we also want to know if there are alpha testers out there who have a certain level of availability, just like our IT testers do, or said they did in some cases, to help us break the game down. That's the point. When you bought alpha, you never committed to an hour, a half hour, or 30 hours. All you did was you committed to the pledge. So what we want to know, especially during this interim period, are there alpha testers out there who can play more during the day maybe to help us out? Or they can play more at night. We need to know this. We want to make this, obviously, we want to make the game better, and we want more people. And so this is one way of doing it. It's like I'm going to say in my post, or it's actually on the forums, I'm going to say in my email, this is not about the cool kids club. This is not about, hey, you were on the forums and you helped, so you're getting earlier access to your alpha test. We're looking for people who just have different time, availability than others. Okay, Kuzaha, what's the question? Ask me the question, and if I can answer it, I'll answer it. But it has to do with alpha for the most part, or until you wait till the end of the stream, and maybe then I can answer it. Are there any plans for pre-alpha testing? It's called IT. I talked about question about, oh, that's an easy one. I'm sorry I missed it. Can you talk about what we can spend CSE points on? My apologies. That's a very easy question. Yeah, CSE points can be used to buy T-shirts, mouse pads. Any swag that we make can be purchased with CSE points. That's why there's CSE points and not founders points, for example. Yes, anything that we want to make, anything you guys want us to make, you'll be able to spend your CSE points on. So when we reward you with them, when we're late or you do something really special, you'll be able to spend it on anything we make.
Check out our T-shirt designs.
Check out our T-shirt designs, on the forums already. Initial designs. I mean, Michelle and Sandra kicked total butt on that. And those are only the initial concepts. Yes, this is my aggression duck. It's my stress duck. I haven't broken it yet. See, his eyes still work. Dave has one too. His broke. Mine's still working. Will there still be new founders tiers added for alpha access? Yes, absolutely. A question about reserving names for cash other than founders points. I'll think about that. It's actually something we haven't thought about, frankly, at all, because that was something that was given to our backers during the Kickstarter, if they wanted it. So it is something that builders, if they're interested in it, and they are, obviously would have to come after the founders, then, that's something we would consider. Actually, T-Rav, can we spend CSE points on stress ducks? Yeah, maybe we need ups. We're about to go again. Maybe we need to have our own line of stress ducks. Question from Shablo. What do you need to know about Alpha right now? February 2015. You'll be able to access the game. It has been delayed. The alpha has been delayed. We've also said that because of the delay, if we're delayed again, just like the BSC, we're going to reward our backers with everything from CSE points, founders points, and free subscription time. And then we're going to have additional testing between now and February that our alpha testers will be invited into. From Big Shrek, how much of the game testing will be done by backers versus in-house external QA? Oh, how about most of it? That's something we've been very clear about right from the beginning. Look, we're a small studio. We've gotten, obviously, great funding. We're very happy, but we haven't made $50 million, for example. So having a large QA team in-house is just not going to happen. It can't. We can't afford that. So that's what we're relying on our backers and other things to help us with. Now, as we get closer to release, that's a different story. We still wouldn't do something in-house. At least a large scale in-house, but during alpha and during beta, no, we can't. We definitely cannot afford that. Question about our European backers IT testers. Hey, look, this was a spur-of-the-moment stream. Obviously, the 12 o'clock stream was geared to our European players. That's why we set it at 12 o'clock. This one I felt had to be done. I didn't want it to wait till tomorrow. Frankly, I thought waiting until tomorrow to answer some of these questions and to clear up some of the confusion would be a bad idea. People would be posting and arguments would start and, let's just get it out and talk about it now again. And hopefully this time I'm clearer. The founder's discount has to do with subscription price. Question about any reward for the current delay. Yes, the additional testing. That is the major reward for it. We are late. We've been telling you guys we were, behind schedule for probably probably more than 6 months now that we weren't able to hire people. So the additional testing is the reward. Shablo, you're thinking this a little bit wrong. You're not going to have to get in via an invite for most alpha testing. If you want to try to get into a group or the group which can make a larger commitment, yeah, of course we would tell you then by email. But you won't have to. You shouldn't be looking for an email that says you've been invited to a special alpha group for the normal alpha or pre-alpha testing. That will just happen through announcements on the forum as well as from mass mailings. A question about EU servers. Yeah, guys, I've been very clear with you, actually before day one of the Kickstarter, that the European players have certainly not always had it easy in MMOs, and that we're going to do it differently. The servers that you guys are going to play on, it'll be up to you. We've been very, very clear on the forums especially over the last couple of weeks as the subject has come up again, that, look, this is going to be up to you, our backers. We're going to take polls. We're going to talk to you. I don't care. I mean, I don't care where the servers reside, whether they reside, here or they reside somewhere in Europe. It's up to you guys. You're the backers. And if the majority of you say, hey, we want our servers there, fabulous. If others of you say, no, we like, playing on the US servers because we've seen during beta testing that lag isn't a problem, and we love the fact that you can be open, that you'll have, the different time zones and totally open to players across all the different, North American and European areas. If you look at it just in terms of the speed of light, there may be really fast connections to certain folks than there might be in even places within our country, depending on how, as you guys know, what the US internet connections can be like. So we're going to leave it up to you guys. Like I said, I don't care. Night Hero, very good question about whether you're going to have access to the IT forum. No, there will be a special forum set up just for that. IT is IT. Those are the guys who are in the IT tier, and there will be an IT forum for that. There will continue to be a separate IT forum for that.
An alpha forum.
Yeah, an alpha. I said that. I said an alpha forum.
No, you said IT
No.
twice.
Okay, sorry. There will be an alpha forum. Question, does it look like we'll be getting the talent you need soon? I wish I knew the answer to that. We ask, we tell them what we can afford. We offer a great percentage of the company. We give them a piece of the action, just as we did in Old Mythic, but even better. But look, there's a lot of very good companies out there that are making a ton of money, and they can outcompete us. Plus, they're in places like California, and that for a lot of people is a lot more attractive than, shockingly, well, not really, Fairfax, Virginia. Question about sending physical rewards to the tiers to Europe. Yeah, I think that would be better than making you come here and pick it up. But yes, of course, we intend to send it to Europe. Okay, waiting for some more questions. From Clementine. Somebody just take MJ out for a cocktail. He looks like he needs about 12. Yeah.
What did you say during lunch?
Yeah, I actually said that during lunch, that at the end of the day I was planning on actually going out and doing something I don't usually do, like have a drink. Yeah, it's been, as I posted on the forums, it's been a long month. Question from Archok, a very good one. Why couldn't you tell us earlier about the big 6-month delay? Frankly, because we really needed to know what we were going to do. And we wanted to wait until we had all the schedules realigned, until we were sure about what we what we wanted to do. I could have said a month ago, yes, we're going to delay alpha. And unless I had, believable answers, a lot of you folks on the forums and just in general would have said, well, when are you going to start alpha? And what are you going to give us? Or things like that. So I wanted to wait until we were sure. It's really as simple as that. And frankly, I wanted to wait to the last minute because, things could change.